We are now 5 wide. Presented by Quick Trip's quality gasoline guarantee. It's just another way Quick Trip has you covered.
9 to noon, ready to go. Billy, Kuhn, Armin in the house. Good morning, boys. How we doing?
What's going on with you, gentlemen?
All right.
Fired up for Friday.
Let's
go.
Armin survived the finals week letdown last night.
Survived. You just want to get off that plane. Get that plane down, baby. Land that plane.
Is that a 32 on the sleeve over there, Butchie?
Oh, yeah.
Look at you. Okay.
Oh, those are the Brave
Now
Thunders.
we're talking.
Those are the Toshiba Brave Thunders. You never break out that stuff.
That's what I'm talking about.
What made you wear the Toshiba Brave Thunders warm up today?
I had a late night. I actually, was just one of the first things
Couldn't
I
get
got
his
to
laundry
be completely honest.
Your laundry day. Okay, I like that. I like that style.
Butchie, could you stand up and let me see that? That's a full zip warm-up jacket with a hood, correct?
I don't
That's
see a full zip.
It's a hoodie. No zip.
Hoodie.
It's an A6 hoodie.
A6, baby. That's the type of stuff we have.
So that's not a zipper. It's a hood.
No.
Okay.
Be a string.
Yeah.
Was that game issued for the Toshiba Brave Thunder?
Team,
Thunders?
we had sweats and stuff. What do you? I mean, they gave us a whole duffel bag full of clothes.
But that was not on court though. You didn't wear that.
Correct.
To come
No,
out.
I
just
said
lounging.
warm up. It's not
Lounging.
warm up.
Got it.
Yeah.
It's not technically warm.
We were just lounging.
That's you're right.
Do you have warm-ups and or jerseys from all your stops?
You do, right?
Yeah, I do. Some of the warm
Just
ups.
ask Armin these
I was
questions.
going to say.
Some of the warm ups I've thrown away.
Armin's got the answers for you.
Just one.
Armin,
just
you
one
paid
answer.
off your bet last night.
I did.
Congratulations.
And it almost came back to bite me in many ways. I was sitting there. It's two
Many places, too.
There's 250 to
Okay.
go, and Marquette. The lead is
Time
cut
out.
to 1. And
Time
I'm
out.
sitting
Let
here
me
thinking,
execute-
go
Let me
ahead.
execute
out,
a
Armin.
radio. Let me execute a radio reset for those who did not hear.
On the same team channel.
Armin and Butchie had a bet over Marquette, Wisconsin, and the loser had to do something embarrassing or just a pain in the ass. In this case, he had to go to a Marquette game. Poor Armin.
Oh no,
That's a stress right
Josh.
there because he never goes to the games. And wear a Brian Butch basketball camp shirt.
Do you think going to a Marquette game wearing a red shirt is like a fun time for me? You guys make it sound like this was the easiest bet in the world.
No, I think going to a game is not a fun time in general. You love to be at home.
No,
That's
I
fine.
like going to games, but I don't like going to
You go
Marquette
2 a
games
year, max.
wearing red and I'm hiding from people the whole night. I was hiding from
Okay.
people.
So that was the bet. And last
did a
night
great
you
job.
went. Last night you went
And you paid it off.
You hung out in the upper tank.
I did.
Of
To section
Pfizer.
218. I was in section 218.
with no one else.
What do you want me to do? I'm not gonna if it's a red shirt. If I'm wearing a red Brian Butch shirt at a Marquette game, I'm not calling all my friends. I'm not putting attention. I'm not doing that, Josh.
I
So
know.
quit asking.
I know.
So anyway, I went there.
It sounded like it.
And I went there. I'm like, all right, St. Thomas. I'll go to this game and watch it. And it was going as planned. I say at halftime. Not the most. It wasn't a Rembrandt by any means in the first half, but Marquette was up 12 at half, on their way to covering a 23.5 point spread, probably, or they should have been in a game like that. And then, then it starts. And we've been here before with teams you're not supposed to lose to. They start feeling confident. They get hot. The game starts to get a little sloppy. Marquette all of a sudden misses a couple short layups and they can't score. The next thing you know, you're sweating it out. It's an 8-point game. It's a 10-point game. It's a 9-point game down the stretch. All of a sudden, here comes St. Thomas cutting it to 6 with some off
Well, and you got to watch out for the Tommies. There's Summit League team. Most threes.
They were
Summit League.
They were
is known for
D3 3
threes.
years ago, Butch. I mean, come on now. We would have thought that it would have been okay.
Yeah, they
Right.
were. But they're not that bad.
James Madison.
points,
James
10
Madison
points,
wanted to
11
get in
points.
this year.
What are you
Billy, come
doing?
on now. It doesn't matter the level as long as you can put. As long
get
as
on in there and compete. That's what I'm
D3.
talking about.
D3
I thought
is a huge jump. It's not that they were 1AA. They're D3 a couple years ago. Come on.
Very good,
You guys.
Very good
Hoopers,
defense.
Very
they
good
got
defense.
shoes in
Very
a
good
bag
defense.
with
Yeah.
a ball, and
Play.
they're ready to go at all
Yeah,
times.
you watch
D1,
that.
D3, D2.
Summit
doesn't
League.
matter.
Want to let it fly from 3.
There's a lot of teams that just because they're transitioning to D1 doesn't mean they're not good. Why don't you check their Ken Palm? They're 180.
He doesn't subscribe. You
They're
can't.
not. They're not sub 300.
Yeah, I
they're
don't
in the,
subscribe to that.
they're
I'll let
nearly-
you do that.
they're nearly in the upper half of college basketball. Let's just put it that way.
They are. They're very
Okay.
good.
I
All
don't know.
right, back to the bet. Back to the bet. Were you supposed to sit in a particular
No,
place?
No.
as
never part of the
league?
bet. No.
No.
185
So,
Ken
No.
Palm, Aaron.
No, he
So,
wasn't.
Josh, what is your complaint exactly?
He completely fulfilled what he needed to as part of the bet. I
So
just
why
wanted
are
a better
you
bet.
now-
I just
Why are you
wanted a
not
better
digging
bet.
in on him?
He's not
could've
satisfied.
bet.
Josh isn't satisfied because I didn't
No,
sufficiently
I didn't have any
embarrass
skin in the
myself.
game. It wasn't. I wanted it to be it's same thing. If Armin won, he had to go to a Butch basketball camp and get to play around. I'm
That
like,
would have been fun.
That would've
that
been awesome.
that would have been more entertaining.
That's
I
what I
agree.
wanted.
But it still would have been a better bet if Butch would have had to like introduce him and say, guys, I'm really excited. My dad is right here and he's going to actually play with us. Do something dumb to get these kids all confused.
I said, damn, your dad's 5'9".
Yeah.
Where'd you get your height from?
How tall is your mom?
Adopted?
I mean, I guess the bet wasn't great enough for you. You had to come up with something better than I'm sorry.
yes.
I'm just frustrated and jealous that I didn't get to be there and soak in it because I would have given many an opportunity to blast that all over social media.
You're right.
I'm more jealous and upset that I wasn't there.
Well, I told you guys when I was going. It wasn't like I kept it hidden
Well,
from
we
you.
had to, some of us
Fine.
had to work.
Fine, but I can't work. I can't control
Shocky,
my schedule
what if
around you.
You picked it when I was calling the game.
That's
Yeah.
the reason.
What if-
I
What if 2 or
intentionally
3 of
picked
us
it 'cause no
followed
one
him
else.
around? What if 2 or 3 of us followed him around like his court gestures with big signboards that said Armin
Shame.
Sorry and era?
Yes.
Shame.
Yes.
Sure, that would have
Shame.
been, that would've
To
been
do the-
something.
Shame.
Yes.
Give him the
Shame.
That'd have been better. Yeah.
It should have been good enough for you guys to know I didn't have a great time watching that game when we're sweating it out.
It
we're,
helped.
We're going to lose.
It helped.
Not
And
nearly
I'm
as
saying-
good as if I would have been able to soak in you not enjoying yourself.
It was an out of body experience. I said, I can't believe we're actually going to blow this game with me wearing this red shirt. Like, this is the curse. This is the cursed shirt. And thank
If we
goodness
could-
Chase
if we-
Ross
if we
hit a
could've
three.
been there
Burn
with
the
some-
shirt after the game.
No, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Not going to
Oh,
burn
it's
the
too
shirt.
nice.
Oh, it's
If
not
we
that.
could've been
I'll
there
start
with-
fires in the house. I don't know how to burn
If we
something.
could have been there with Johnny's t-shirts and rooting like crazy right next to Armin on one
Johnny's.
side and the other, it would have been awesome.
Yeah. Right.
It would have
Exactly.
been great.
Johnny's.
I would have.
Tommy's.
I would have gotten angry.
Tommy's,
You
sorry,
trust
yeah,
me.
right.
Yeah, I would have gotten
Johnny.
Tommy, Timmy, whatever.
That doesn't respect one of them. I'm not going to.
So quit asking.
Anytime I can play that is good.
Oh,
I'm
but
not gonna, so quit asking.
there
One
are
of the
games
best
like
ever.
that, and I know what you had someone you played when you know you're supposed to win, but finals week is
Well,
coming up.
finals week is coming up.
And the other team's playing like it's their Super Bowl, and you're like, oh boy, all I could sit there at 6 minutes, 7 minutes. We're up by 9, 10, 8. It's getting close. I'm like, we just got to land this plane and get out of
So
here.
you didn't lay the 22 and a half?
Well, it was actually 23 and a half that I went off at.
Oh, wow.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I would have had to drive to Illinois to lay 23 and a half.
That would have been fine.
Would have taken more time. I didn't have the time to do it. But yeah, no, I didn't do
Well,
it.
you're a busy
Okay.
guy.
That's true. Busy.
Well, it wasn't.
Not
It
working.
You sweat
but-
out a 9-point lead against St. Thomas, and
was down to 1, John.
It was
it,
down
was
to
down,
one.
it got all the way down to 1.
To
There.
one.
Absolutely, it was
To
about
1.
3 minutes left. He should have
was
slowed
wild.
it out. Like, if you were watching it, yeah, exactly. Like it was.
But you know what? Chase Ross hit a big 3, and Tyler
He sure did.
Tyler-
Tyler got a block.
saved us. Got a big block, hit
Absolutely.
6 free throws. Tyler pulled us out of the fire. Thank
All right.
goodness.
Well, stuff it in the bag, keep her moving.
That's
It's a
it.
long season.
That's it. You know what? You got the win. You put it away. No one's gonna remember in March. You know that's the way I look at it.
No,
Just
they
land-
will, but they'll
Just
talk
land the
about it in
plane.
the selection
Everyone
meeting.
got
Don't
off
worry
the
about it.
plane. Yeah, you might.
Joe Lenardi will remember, and he'll say, well, this is why I've got Marquette on the 2 line. They had that bad near loss to the Tommies.
And I already got Badger
Don't
fans in my mentions complaining that our Ken Palm didn't drop enough. From
Butchie, is that accurate when they do? I always thought when they do for the tournament, they have wins and then they have losses. Good wins, good losses, bad wins, bad. Do they have?
It's
bad
all quad.
wins?
It's all based on the net right now. Quad 1 wins, quad 2 wins, quad 3, quad 4. So
yeah.
I
So
mean that's
it
what
doesn't. It doesn't really matter the style. It just they just get thrown into a bucket of quad wins and then losses, right?
except that
A little
affects
bit,
it affects the net ranking.
But the
what
net
your
ranking is based on how much you win.
efficiency.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Yeah. It used to not, John. I think as
This
much
is
as
so
it does now.
nerdy.
It is
Josh,
nerdy.
you want to have a separate
gotten really-
conversation?
Yeah, I'm
between you and
I
me
don't even know what
while
you guys
this
are
is
talking
going
about.
on?
It's tough. I barely understand it. I got to talk about it.
Wichita State's almost in the top 100 for Ken Palm, Josh.
There you
Yeah,
go.
I
don't
know.
care. I don't
They're-
care.
They had a good start.
They got
Nobody, you only care. You and the Ken Palmites, but God bless. Keep us updated on that. They didn't drop far enough, and the Badger fans are heckling.
The reason I talk about it
The
is it's
life
at
of
least
Armin.
an objective look at how all these teams are doing. There's 360 teams in D1. So you want some sort of, if someone asked me how Wichita State's doing, I could say they're 7-3. But there's 100 teams that are 7-3. You don't know what 7-3 means. You,
You
get my
need
point?
to know who's the best 7-3 team.
It's just-
I get that. That's
it's-
important to your
Dave,
life.
it just helps us understand
Yeah,
it better.
of
I'm not
course.
all about the analytics nerds and hating old school. It's not about
mean,
that.
Remember the days when we weren't able to ascertain who was the best 7-3 team in the country. We had no idea.
No,
we had
you-
to lump them together.
You
It was
had-
horrible.
All
It was
right.
a
So where do
hellscape.
you think Ken Palm wise? Where do you think Wisconsin's ranked?
I know where they are. I'm not going to say.
I know. That's what
I'd
I'm
say
asking him.
50.
38.
I wouldn't know.
I'm just
I
saying, what
would
do you think?
just be wild. I wouldn't even know. I don't know how they
Just guess.
calculate
Can you
this.
play along with somebody's bit
12.
other than yours? Okay.
Josh,
Thank you.
What's going on?
Ken Palm.
Just
number
pick
for
a number.
Wisconsin.
Why do you
1 to
guys-
a billion.
Why are you so hard about
Any
this?
number?
I think 12.
Any
Oh,
number.
yeah, any-
And I'm the
Josh,
one that's the problem.
117.
Okay, sounds good. Zabe, you were closest. Wisconsin 16th. Ken
16.
Palm
Oh.
won. Based on what they've done.
They like them dropping it into the paint.
Yeah, you still want him to play in your
Maybe.
reindeer games?
Schedule's been tough. and they've won some.
Maybe Armin, I secretly do subscribe to Ken.
I think you do.
He does.
I think you do, Zabe. A guy like you
Actually,
that
it's just a
molds,
lucky guess.
that molds young sports radio minds, you're thinking next level.
Yeah, next level guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. All
Nice
right.
Listen,
article,
I
by
don't
the way,
mind. I don't
embarrassed.
mind Ken Palm. I don't mind those who are passionate about it. It's it's not my jam, but it's yours, and there you go. Have we closed the account on Ballgate yet, or no? I just need to know that on the way out the door.
On the Giannis thing.
Has that been settled? Do we have a firm narrative?
We don't have a
on
gate
what
first.
happened. Yeah.
Um,
Do we have a firm narrative on what happened? Who's to blame? Where the real ball is, or is that still a bit of a mystery?
They're all just men acting like boys after a basketball game in emotion. It doesn't matter.
If I'm
It's
Adrian,
a 24-hour news cycle, right?
so Dame
We're on
said,
the-
if I'm Adrian
So it's-
Griffin, I keep that mystery out there. I want Giannis to keep his edge. Don't you?
Okay.
I'm keeping this edge with Giannis.
So
You
it
don't
was
know what ball
Adrian
it is?
Griffin
Giannis
took the
has
ball.
been fine with the edge.
Nice. There we go.
Oh, there's a twist.
That's
keep-
chestnut
I
checkers
want,
right there.
Yeah,
I
you
want
like that?
Giannis. I want my team to keep their edge. I want you to not like Indiana. I want you to know that they got something coming in January.
January 1st.
All right.
And the 3rd.
And
right?
3rd.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
Let's
got
go.
something
All right.
coming because it's Indiana.
Because they're on my watch list now.
How about
Indiana.
them apples?
Tag, you're at full breakdown of last night's
Yep.
Raider debacling of the Chargers,
Take the over.
63-21. New scoreagami for you, plus the Packers Buccaneers on Sunday. I got Packers boys prediction on the way out the door. Packers 28, Buccaneers 19. Boom. Prediction, Butchie. Prediction, Josh.
Packers
Get on
21-20. Packers 21-20.
Packers 24-13.
You guys kicking field
Okay.
goals this week?
Yes.
All right.
It'll be
Okay.
there. If the footballs have not been lost, and that's always a 50-50 proposition.
John's
I
calling
need
to put our
buy a
bets
team.
in right
I
now.
was
Need to
gonna
buy a
say,
new team.
John's
Dick's
calling
Sporting Goods.
someone,
Thank you
yeah.
for reminding me.
Got to put our bets in. I just got
I
them. Here's what
guess.
they want.
Yeah, okay,
Tag-
sounds good. 5 lines
Tag,
over.
you're in.
John's got to put them in.
9 to noon is next. Boys, have a good one, and we will see everyone outside the Rec Center on Sunday.